Welcome children. Today we are I am going to explain about division algorithm for polynomials of class 10 second chapter polynomials, right? So in my previous lecture I explained about how to find the zeros of polynomial, and then how to find the quadratic polynomial using the zeros, and then we find in my third lecture I explained about what is the relationship between the coefficients and the zeros of polynomial. And this is my fourth concept, that fourth lecture, division algorithm for polynomials. This is nothing but how to divide the polynomial and how to verify the algorithm here. Division algorithm is very simple. Dividend, whatever the dividend given for us, that is dividend, and that is equals to divisor multiplied by the quotient plus remainder. This is the division algorithm. For simple number I will explain to you so that easily you can understand. 12 divided by 2. This already you know that 12 is the given number, that is dividend for us, and 2 is the divisor for us, right? So 12 divided by 2. So what it happens when we are dividing 12 by 2? So it becomes 6 2s are 12. You will get it. So this is normally how we are dividing. Here what algorithm says is, where we want to get the dividend, another simple way is that when you multiply the quotient and the divisor, add the remainder, you will get the dividend. This normally happens. 2 into 6 plus 0, that is 12 only. This is for simple number that I shown here. If 12 is the dividend for you and you are dividing, that is equals to 2 into 6, that is 12. 2 is the divisor and 6 is the quotient for you. So when you multiply the divider and quotient and the remainder is 0, you will get the dividend. This is simple way. The same thing how we are using in polynomials, that we are going to see now. Right? If P of x and Q of x are any two polynomials with G of x is not equals to 0, then we can find Q of x and R of x. Don't confuse with this P of x and Q of x. It's very simple language, I will explain you. P of x is nothing but your dividend. Normally we are saying any number, given number. That is, here P of x means polynomial of x. Whatever the polynomial given for us, that is P of x. And G of x is our divisor, whichever the divisor. Here 2 is the divisor, right? Like that in polynomial we will get one divisor. So when they had given the dividend and the divisor, then we can find the Q of x means quotient of x, that is our quotient. Here 6 is the quotient. Like that we will get in polynomial also. And R of x means remainder. Here we got 0, and the same way we will get in polynomial also. So simple way, when we want the same thing only, but in forms of polynomial we are writing it. P of x is equals to G of x multiplied by Q of x plus R of x means we will get. So G of x is divisor and Q of x means quotient and R of x means remainder. So where R of x is equals to 0, we may get 0. Here we got 0, no? The same way we may get 0 also. Otherwise degree of R of x is less than the degree of G of x. Otherwise when it happens, when we are getting the number lesser than the degree means highest power here. So lesser than the divisor degree. If divisor is x squared and we are getting the remainder value is x means, then we can divide it. But if it is divisor is x and we are getting it, the number more, the degree value is more than that, then we could not divide it. Then there, that is the remainder for us, like that. Right? So whether remainder is 0, otherwise the remainder can less than the degree of divisor. That is the only. Right? Now example I will explain so that it is easy for you to understand. Divide 2x squared plus 3x plus 1 by x plus 2 and verify the division algorithm. Here we are going to use the long division method only, which you have learned in class 9th. Again I will explain so that it is easy for you to remember also, as well as you can use in the sum also. Here divide, it is given, whatever the divide is given, that polynomial of x is P of x by So which one we are going to be divided by? That is our divisor. So x plus 2 is the divisor, that is g of x. Always this will be given in the question itself. When they are asking to divide, so they will give p of x as well as the g of x. So we are going to be divided, long division method. So first you have to verify whether the given polynomial is in the standard form or not. Otherwise you make it standard form, it is easy for you to divide. So 2x squared plus 3x plus 1, it is in the standard form 2, 1, 0. Right? So 2x squared plus 3x plus 1 and the divisor is x plus 2. So if it is like that, first we have to take first term divided by the first term of the divisor. So 2x squared, when you are dividing by x, what happened? This base is same, powers are different, so we have to subtract. 2 minus 1 means 1 only you will get and the coefficient 2. So 2x. Now we got the quotient, that is 2x. This 2x will be put on the quotient place, and now each and every term of the divisor should be multiplied with the quotient. So 2x multiplied by x is 2x squared. Again 2x multiplied with 2, you will get 4x. Whenever you are writing, write in the proper place, that is correct place value, you have to put the value. Write the value, right? 2x squared plus 4x, we wrote it. Now what we have to do? We have to subtract. So when we are subtracting, we will change the symbol and subtract it. So 2x squared minus 2x squared. Change the symbol means it will be minus and this plus become minus. So when you change the symbol, what happens? 2x squared minus 2x squared, it will be cancelled and you are getting the 0 value here. And 3x, here when you change the symbol 4x, so it will become 3 minus 4x. So when you are minusing, plus and minus means we have to minus it and the bigger number symbol is minus. So 3 minus 4, it will become minus 1x. And next term will be come down. Normally division we do in the same manner we are going to do here also. Right? So this one comes down. Now you see, our first term become the dividend and this dividend will be divided by the divisor. So minus x divided by x means you will get the value as 1, right? Minus 1. X will be cancelled and you will get minus 1. Now this become the quotient. So minus 1. Minus 1 will be multiplied each and every term. So minus 1 into x is minus x. Minus 1 into 2 become minus 2. Now you subtract it. You will get the remainder as 3. Because when you change the sign, it become plus. So plus 2 plus 1 become 3. Now we got all the values. Right? We have the p of x, we have the g of x and we have the q of x as well as we have the r of x. Now we can verify the division algorithm. Division algorithm, what it is? P of x is equals to g of x multiplied by the q of x, that is divisor multiplied by the quotient, and add the remainder. You will get it. Right? We can verify it. So x plus 2, that is the divisor, and 2x minus 1. Now we got quotient. When we multiply this 2, so x into 2x is 2x squared. Again x into minus 1 minus x. 2 into 2x, it will become 4x. Again 2 into minus 1 minus 2 and the remainder plus 3. When you simplify it, you will get 2x squared minus 1 plus 4, it become plus 3, and minus 2 plus 3, it become plus 1, which is our dividend. So we verified. Thank you children. I think you understand it very well and solve the exercise sums so that you can very clear about this concept. If there are any doubt, please put me in my comments so that I can clarify your doubts, and subscribe my channel. Thank you so much for watching the video.